You'll think it's strange, but stopping ejaculating changed everything. And when I say everything, it means everything. My energy, my focus, my creativity, my magnetism. Most people live trapped in the idea that immediate pleasure is freedom. But what if I told you that this constant search for pleasure is what is weakening you? That's right. What I told you about releasing tension is a half-truth that has been distancing you from your real strength, and especially from your connection with the Creator of the universe. What few people know is that there is a completely different path. An ancient, ancestral path that has always been visible, but few see, Brahmacharya. It's not repression. Celibacy is not requested. It is a practice of energetic transmutation, which connects you with your inner light and activates a power that you never imagined existed. And do you know the best? The effects are quick. You don't need to become a monk to feel the results. It just needs awareness and discipline. If you feel like you're always tired, unfocused, or stuck in repetitive cycles, perhaps you're not lacking motivation, but vital energy. Maybe what you need isn't more motivational content, it's learning to save what you were given to create. This journey is not for the weak, but it is exactly what leads to a level of prosperity that the system never wanted you to discover. And that's what I'm going to show you now. For a long time, he lived like most modern men, trapped in the cycle of indulgence, believing that constant pleasure was synchronized with freedom. The nights were driven by desire and the days by tiredness. He didn't see that he was depleting his own vital force, exchanging vitality for fleeting pleasure. The Creator of the universe continued to blow signals, but he insisted on ignoring them. Until the emptiness came, that internal silence that not even the most seductive company could fill. It was in this silent abyss that he began to hear another voice, not from the world, but from within. He began to question why there was so much wear and tear, so much anxiety, so much lack of peace. Little by little, he began to understand that he was offering his most sacred energy to the wind, wasting the light he carried in his body. Change did not come with magic formulas, but with awareness and truth. And it was then that, with firmness and faith, he decided to follow the path of abstinence. 3 years have passed since this choice, and what seemed impossible has become a new lifestyle. Today he feels stronger, more centered, more connected with the prosperity that comes from within. He looks back and realizes that what he called freedom was just prison in disguise. True power is not in satisfying every desire, but in mastering each one. And it was upon discovering that he began to access a deeper level of transformation, which led him to a new ancient practice. Brahmacharya is not just an ancient rule or a religious vow, it is a forgotten spiritual science, capable of revolutionizing the lives of those who practice it. When he discovered this philosophy, he understood that the body was not only made for pleasure, but also to lead the soul to its purest form. Tantric celibacy, unlike repression, is an invitation to inner mastery. And with this new perspective, he began to experience a peace that he had never felt before. It was as if the Creator of the universe was showing a new path, quieter, but infinitely more powerful. He began to observe his body as a temple and his energy as something too sacred to be wasted. Practice disciplines, yes, but it also brought freedom. Instead of feeling trapped, he feels light, like someone who discovers that true pleasure lies not in consumption, but in conscious containment. The light began to shine in the eyes, the internal strength increased, and even his presence began to be different. People noticed, commented, approached wanting to understand this new magnetism. It was at this point that he understood, Brahmacharya is not abstinence, it is alchemy. It's taking something raw, like the sexual impulse, and transmuting it into prosperity, into creativity, into spiritual power. He started meditating every day, breathing consciously, using mantras like Soham and read works like Prabhupada's The Secret of Self-Realization. Simple practices, but with profound effects. And so, step by step, he entered a dimension that few touch, where the body becomes a bridge to the sacred, and not a prison for the mundane. Before, he felt as if his energy simply flowed through his fingers, or rather, through desire. Today, he knows that this strength does not disappear, it is recyclable. The same energy that was once used to seek pleasure now moves within him like an electric river, fueling his body, his mind, his soul. He wakes up earlier, with more energy, with a clarity that not even strong coffee can deliver. And all this without losing connection with the light that the Creator of the universe shines on a daily basis. The technique is subtle but transformative. Whenever desire arises, because yes, it still appears, it redirects attention. Take a deep breath, place your awareness in your abdomen, in your spine, and visualize the energy rising like a current. This created a surge of vitality, as if recharging the batteries. It's not empty mystical talk. It's neurophysiology with spirituality. And if you want to try it, start with deep breaths when you wake up and visualize this energy traveling through your body to the top of your head. This alone brings an impressive feeling of peace. Over time, he discovered that this recycled energy became fuel for projects, studies, and even deeper relationships. He no longer becomes exhausted, nor does he need to escape to distractions. Prosperity begins at the subtle level, in the way we take care of what is inside, and is reflected in the external world. Everything started to flow differently: ideas, meetings, opportunities. And it's curious how, when he stopped desperately seeking pleasure, he started carrying everything he was previously chasing. The energy began to obey a new, more conscious higher, that only those who continue the journey understand. He often says that what he feels today is incomparable to what he felt before. That energy that was previously wasted in seconds now pulses inside him with intensity, like a silent fire that illuminates without burning. He finds more pleasure in meditation than he did in sex, more ecstasy in a conscious cold shower than in any moment of ancient euphoria. It is as if the creator of the universe had turned on an internal light that no external stimulus is capable of turning off. And it is in this inner space that he found unshakable peace. This heightened awareness did not come overnight. It was like climbing a ladder, step by step, always with attention and humility. Today, when he walks down the street, he notices the details, feels the wind differently, perceives people's energy. He developed a perception that he didn't have before. And that changes everything, even the way he relates to time. The gift became a gift, literally. Prosperity began to come not only in the form of money, but in clarity, free time, and choices more aligned with your essence. And perhaps the most surprising thing is this. This energy that he cultivated not only transformed the body, but awakened gifts that were adorned. His creativity exploded. Intuitions became more accurate. Lucid dreams, subtle perceptions, even physical healing came to happen naturally. He sees that by caring for sexual energy as a treasure, the entire universe begins to conspire. And at this point in the journey, everything that was difficult before becomes preparation for what is yet to come. Now that you understand the hidden power that exists in semen retention and the practice of Brahmacharya, the question remains: will you continue to spend your energy, or will you start using it as fuel to build the life you deserve? Have you ever stopped to think about how many times you felt tired, unmotivated, without purpose, and didn't even imagine that this could be linked to the way you deal with your own vital force? The path is not easy, but it is liberating. It's not about repressing, it's about awakening. And if until now you thought that celibacy was something for monks or strange people, maybe it's time to question who is really strange, who retains and becomes strong, or who lives drained, looking for meaning in pleasures that only become more and more empty. The decision is yours, but the transformation only begins when you get older. And the creator of the universe does not give these signs by chance. If this video reached you, it's because your soul is asking for change. So tell me in the comments, what are you going to do with this energy from today onwards? Are you going to continue handing it over to chance, or are you going to recycle all of this and transform your life with peace, light, and prosperity? If this content made sense to you, like the video, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. Because here, we will continue to show you what the system never wanted you to know.